So what's this for, Josh?
So we're moving where we place the cart from the corner to here so we can still access the shelves. And the cart was hitting up against this in a bad spot. So we're just throwing a 2x4 on to space it so the cart's hitting this instead, because wood is a lot softer than metal.
So what we're trying to do is we've always put the cart right here. We want it here now. So this way we can access our stuff. Man, I got to reiterate just how fantastic this cart has been for us over the last almost full year. We've just picked this up at NAB 2024, and we've used it on almost every gig. And if you've been, with this channel for a while, you know it. If not, you can just go check my earlier vlogs. I think it's my very first vlog. We brought this out on location, and then it's like, hey, we're just giving this a try. And we've loved it ever since. Josh has done some modifications to it to kind of strengthen the wheels a bit. But for what we paid for it, this thing has been just phenomenal. For reference sake, this is the cart we were using at the beginning of 2024. This is a Husky, and it did the job. Now that we're doing more business and commercials, we have to drum up business, and we need to get leads. And so what we're doing here and in this entire video, I want to talk about just kind of tossing out seeds for future work. And I've talked about if I had to start all over again, I'd purchase 2 FX30s, and then I'd go out and do free work for clients. And I want it to be the kind of work that I want to do. Now, we've also talked about on this channel, doing free work or doing work at cost of what you really want to do, so that this way you can put it in your portfolio. This, in a sense, is that, right? This is a trade show where our business has a seat in. It's called Executives of Current, and Josh has a seat, and we pay an annual fee to get into this place where, leads are kind of swapped around. And so what we do when we come to trade shows like this is we offer services, you kind of like throw it in a raffle, and you get this many videos for, either a discounted price or you get them for free. And what it does is it kind of opens up doors to businesses who would not necessarily purchase a video or haven't done it yet, to kind of get their toes in the water and kind of whet their appetite as to, hey, this is something that I might want to do from now on. In addition to that, we also kind of help with the event by recording the talks and everything like that, and giving them a highlight and then handing the speakers their speeches. So here we are now. This is another day, another week, and we are out at the World Ag Expo. And so I show up in my cowboy hat and my boots, and I am ready to do some stomping. And we are here. This is basically the Disneyland of ag. Now, we're from the Central Valley in California, which is a world leader in all things ag. We're talking about farms, food producing, things like that. The Central Valley in California is actually one of the most fertile places in North America, and we are actually one of the leaders in, I believe, carrots and grapes and stuff like that. So it is basically like the Disneyland of ag at this World Ag Expo in Tulare. And so what we're trying to do here is we're trying to drum up leads for future work, and I'll get into that in a second. So we just got out of this pavilion right over here, and what's crazy about the whole thing is I didn't have a chance to pull out the camera, but we got to meet 2 different people that we've shot video for, which is crazy. And the fact that we meet them out here in Tulare, we're out in Bakersfield, which is about an hour away from this expo. And the expo is huge. Like, people from all over the world come to this place to see what's happening in ag. And the fact that we were just in there and we saw 2 former clients from 2 different portions of the we saw a corporate client, and then we saw a wedding client from back in the day. So it's crazy. And so we were just talking and shaking hands and kind of planting seeds for future work. But I thought that was really, really cool. Very small world. And the crazy part about it is we didn't shoot either of those videos for ag related anything. So the reason why we're getting into ag is simply because we're in the Central Valley. There is a lot of big business when it comes to ag here in the Central Valley of California. And so we would like to dip our toes into it because that can get us into some constant work if we're in here providing even a small fraction of video production for these large companies. So yeah, we thought it would be great. And as you can see here, look at this humongous drone. Yeah, we don't got the budget for that. Well, if you've been following this channel any length of time, then you know that we have done videos for a school district quite regularly, and this is that school district. Now, this is not shooting any video other than this behind the scenes that I'm shooting. This is actually teaching a class or giving a presentation to a couple of classes at the high school on how to light and film a scene, more of an interview style. And again, this is also sowing seed because we're doing this on a voluntary basis. And then after this, we kind of went around to some of our contacts in town because this is about an hour away from Bakersfield. And we went to some of our contacts in town and said hello, dropped some cards off, even saw a production company in town and kind of dropped off a card and wanted to stop by and say hi. Nobody answered, nobody was there, but, just kind of dropping those seeds for what could be potential work in the future. Kids had a good time, so we had a great day. I seem to remember telling you that when we go to Porterville, we go to a certain restaurant. There it is. Ebenezer in Porterville, California. You gotta go. If you're here. Anyway. Oh yeah. This was a shoot of a different kind, not necessarily a video shoot, a photo shoot with the truck. A little bit of marketing in mind is what we've got going on right here. Stuff we can throw on the website. Obviously, we can always throw it all over socials, but really stuff that we could throw on the website so when people come to the website and they're like, hey, can you guys handle work that we want to send you or whatever, we're kind of showing, hey, we have this, we got the grip van or the production van. We have everything that you need. You can see inside of it, all that good stuff. This will land on the website. This will probably land on the socials in the pin section so that when people come and they need to see, hey, can you handle what I'm about to send you? Can we white label your services? Yes, you can. We have what you need.